Politicians have now expended all the air in their lungs blaming each other for our economic woes. By the time the election finally got here, it's doubtful whether anyone was even listening anymore. As someone who sees the best and the brightest of this generation pass through my classroom, I'm left with only one head-scratching reaction to all this talk, talk, talk. Why is no one seriously talking about public education? It's where 56% of your tax dollars go in North Carolina, and it's where 100% of our future lies. I was sitting in a coffee shop this weekend and struck up a conversation with a man sitting next to me. Long ago in high school, geography was his favorite subject. He said, "Kids today can't even find Arkansas, much less Syria, on a map. Why aren't schools teaching the fundamentals anymore?" My answer, my students can find Arkansas and Syria on a map. Using their cell phones, they can find answers more quickly than you could even imagine. We need to teach kids how to think and how to process the information available at their fingertips. Critical thinking is the skill of tomorrow's American worker. In reality, schools aren't failing, schools are changing. So we can proudly celebrate American Education Week all next week. 100 years ago, kids weren't even required to go to school. Now 50 million students walk through the doors of America's public schools daily. That's what I call progress. What about you?
We asked our students if they'd like to write something about a favorite teacher. And so I got a long list of cute things that the kids had written, and I was really impressed with this student's comment about Ms. Hitt.
Thank you, Ms. Jarman, for making social studies and science fun. I like the way you teach. You are very nice and you are so smart. You are the best teacher I ever had. Ingrid, age 9, Union Elementary. Dear Miss Closton, thank you for giving us a chance to have a good education and giving us a chance to learn. School is my favorite place to go. Thank you for everything you have gone through for our school and everything else you have done. Carson, age 9, Belleville Elementary. Dr. Willis, thank you for calling our homes and giving us messages in English and in Spanish so that me and all Waccamaw families will know when special events are coming up. We are happy that you can speak Spanish. Lorena, age 6, Waccamaw Elementary.
Brunswick County community leaders went back to school to shadow teachers for a day in the classroom. The day was designed to give officials hands-on experience with tomorrow's leaders, as well as provide insight into the challenges that both teachers and students face on a daily basis at school.
It's very rewarding seeing what our teachers are doing, teachers such as Mr. Chapman, and watching the students, how they're trying to really, they are paying attention and trying to learn, wanting to learn, and I think that has a lot to do with the teacher.
Sheriff Ingram encourages anyone able to volunteer to help out at their local schools.
The most surprising thing I experienced today was...
I think I witnessed the beginnings of the layering of education. I could actually see learning taking place. I guess I could tell from the way kids were answering and responding that they were putting the pieces together a little bit at a time. So being able to see that gradual increase in awareness and learning, that was pretty cool.
Leadership in the classroom. I expected students not to be as self-disciplined as they were in class today. I expected not as much instruction to occur because I really thought that the role of the teacher had become one of disciplining students and moving them along in the lesson plan as opposed to actually teaching and imparting knowledge.
How about the students? Students today they're certainly more advanced technologically as well as academically than certainly when my generation went through school. I was amazed at some of the work they were doing, and I compared it to work I was doing in high school.
Teachers today are what?
They're overworked, underpaid. These words have not changed. I think they're just getting increasingly so. What I saw today that I wanted to mention is that I think we underestimate the emotional work that teachers put into teaching. So we've got all the accountability, we've got the standards, we've got the content that teachers have to teach, but nobody really factors in the care and the compassion and the concern and the simple attending to of kids that take so much energy.
When I talk about public schools today, as a result of this experience, I will say
that we have a good system in our public schools. I think that we should continue to encourage teacher excellence and teacher training and diversity so that we can continue.
Mr. Steve Leffler, please call the office at 1201.
So we can continue to improve.
I would now say that I am hopeful that we are coming to understand that assessment has its place in the instructional cycle, but when assessment takes up a large majority of teachers and students' time, that it takes away from all of the quality instruction that is supposed to happen in the classroom.
And lastly, would you recommend this experience to others? Most definitely.
Yes.
I think I would recommend it.
I would. I think it's just a lovely chance to see the kids and to see them actually be so proud of their work and to be excited that there's somebody else in the classroom and to share what they're learning.